when I was younger, I really struggled to know like who my real friends are, who I can really trust, and I would think that everyone was my friend, and it would actually cause me a lot of like heartache, because when you think that everyone is your friend, you have like expectations that they're going to treat you kindly as a friend should. And when I would look back on the signs, I would be like, actually, they were never really that nice to me, or they never really treated me that kindly. When it comes to years from now, I'm going to be the one dealing with the pain or the happiness of the decisions that I've made. So make your choices very wisely. Cue music. Commercial break.
So cool. Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh my gosh, wait, I don't have a lip combo. Look at her being shy.
So cool.
She's like, I never seen her so quiet.
It's so cool.
She's so petite and cutesy. Ah, so cutesy.
It's so cool. Yeah, it's so cool.
You guys, let's get ready. Bussy's here. Let's catch up. Everyone, do you want to be mic'd up?
Yes, lovey.
£100.
That would be like $200. That's like $200.
No, £100, not $200. Like $120.
Okay, I need to invest in it.
Yeah, it's like a good cheap option. Oh wow, your makeup looks so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
She's trying to be quiet.
I've been restricted.
Oh my gosh, I need to like. Should have brought me a tripod. So you guys, me and Bissy are just making some content. I am feeling a little bit tired. Okay. Need to wash all my makeup brushes, but I keep leaving everything here in the studio every time.
I did a different routine today. But typically, I always start with my brows. And then I go with my foundation. But today I switched it. I did start with my brow, but then I highlighted and did my concealer first. Before, and I didn't apply foundation here. The foundation only was here and on my forehead. So I did a different routine today. And I think it's right.
Looks good.
I was like, well, let's switch up my signature makeup look.
Let's give some words of wisdom to the people. I feel like recently I've been thinking about discernment. I feel like everyone needs a good spirit of discernment.
Absolutely.
Especially now, I feel like people very usury. Like I feel like I'm getting that vibe from people. I'm like, you need to know who your friends are, who actually cares, who just wants to like use you to get to another thing.
And there's a lot of that in New York.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in general. And it's sad, like I feel like especially
it is.
as black women, people be like, I just want to support black women. I'm like, it doesn't feel supported. Like,
and do you feel like, my opinion is like, I also feel like if people in general don't feel like they can gain something from you, and I don't mean in like in life in general, like with all my friends I've learned a thing or two, that's different. I mean like gain in terms of social media presence. They're not going to value you, they're not gonna want to be your friend, like they're not gonna support you. That's just me. It's coming together. Makeup skill. Okay, let's go.
I'm next to the master.
We love the growth.
It's the second street, not this first street. I think in this season, I'm just praying for discernment, because I feel like everyone's gonna tell you, you need to do this, and you need to be like this, and you need to follow this. And at the end of the day, you have to lock in and know exactly where you are meant to be, even if people don't agree. And that's what I'm learning, like the hard way, because it's not easy. My life has changed so much in a year, and you guys can see that. Like right now, I'm in my studio space in Dumbo that I started with my friend. Like, it's so different being at law school. And obviously, there are gonna be growing pains that come alongside that and making that shift. But equally, like, you have to remind yourself, this is my life to live. And like, when it comes to years from now, I'm gonna be the one dealing with the pain or the happiness of the decisions that I've made. So make your choices very wisely. Also, your choices of friends, it's like a decision you need to be very careful about. Who you keep around you, and like, because they affect your motivation too. Like, the kinds of people who are gonna speak into your life. I was reading my Bible a couple of weeks ago. I was reading about David and Jonathan and their friendship. And it's kind of like, if you guys don't know the story, Jonathan, he's the heir to the throne, basically. He's like the prince. And he becomes best friends with David, who is like destined. When I say destined, like the Lord has anointed him to be king. Like, he is the chosen king, but this is the, like, in the natural order, Jonathan would be king. So he meets David and he's like, no, like, you are meant to be king. You will be king. And essentially in doing that, he's going against his own blood, his own family. And it's just like, this is the right thing. Like, I'm not meant to be king and neither is my father. And like, this is the one that is meant to be the king. And it's so weird because he like speaks it into his life, like speaks it into his friend's life, supports his friend, but still like goes out to battle as the prince, and he ends up dying too on the battlefield as the prince. So he's still doing his duty while supporting his friend, and also like not focusing on his like birthright, but just accepting like that this is not his fate. And sometimes you need friends who are going to speak into your life, like, you need to be doing this and you should be like, who's going to encourage you to start that business or to switch careers or whatever, and like who are going to speak truth and life into you rather than like always keep you stuck. So this is the update. And I feel like when I was younger, I really struggled to know like who my real friends are, who I can really trust. And I would think that everyone was my friend. And it would actually cause me a lot of like heartache, because when you think that everyone is your friend, you have like expectations that they're going to treat you kindly as a friend should. And when I would look back on the signs, I would be like, actually, they were never really that nice to me, or they never really treated me that kindly, or like I should have known that this person wasn't my friend. And I don't mean this from a place of hurt, because I really have incredible friends, but I think weeding out who actually is your friend and who isn't is a big part of getting older, and like just knowing too, like, not everyone has access to you all the time. Not everyone has access to know you or to be in your life or to be close to you. So sometimes too, you have to be like, I'm sorry, I need to like give it time before I can like know that this person is someone I can trust. You don't know that immediately. You just don't. So it's okay. Like, it's okay to take it slow in getting to know people. And sometimes like you'll meet people, just like in the story in the Bible, and instantly you're like, wow, this is like someone I really enjoy being around. Like, you just feel it immediately, that connection with this person. And other times you're like, ooh, we need some time to get to know each other, and that's okay. I'm in a very interesting stage in my life. There's so many things that I want to happen, and like I'm in the place too where I'm like, I'm gonna work and I'm gonna show up as much as I possibly can, but I can't force things to happen. I can't will them to happen. Like, if I pray like, Lord, even now, like if I pray, Lord, you know, let your will be done in my life, I just have to trust like, Lord, your will is being done in my life. Like, I had a really hard week last week, and I just had to sit with myself and be like, I like my life. Like, I like my life. I like my friends. I like what I do. I'm grateful to have this impact on people and to have this opportunity to live this big life and have a positive impact on others. Like, I'm very grateful for that. And I just had to like accept it and be fine with it, because it's not what I planned. You guys know that? Or do you? I don't know. It's not. When you go to law school, you plan to practice law right after. And right now, this little detour, not what I planned for myself. But yesterday I had this event in Brooklyn, and I just had a ball of a time, firstly, and everyone was so kind and so sweet, and I was just like, wow, like I have had this impact on the life of others, like wow, like that's a big deal. And I think it all started, like I gained a bit of weight last year, and then I went on holiday, and I was like looking at myself like, oh, you know, like ideally if I was on vacation right now, I would want my stomach to be on flat. I would want to be like giving this certain kind of body, you know? And here I am like with none of those things. And I was like, wow, I'm kind of worried. Like, I don't want to feel insecure about my body and taking pictures and stuff. Everyone can take an unflattering picture, mind you, you know, like we'll all be caught in an unflattering moment. But at the same time, like I look at these pictures and I'm like, wow, that's my body, you know? And I'm like not big by any means, but even still, like you have for yourself, you know, goals or like what you think like the perfect body should look like. And, you know, around me too, sometimes I have very like petite people, and I'm quite petite too, but even more petite. And I have people who are like taller than me and way less than me. I have people who like count their weight in a way where like if I did that, it would literally ruin my life. I can't count my weight, I can't count calories, I can't do any of those things because I already know I know what that life is like, and I'm like, I refuse to go back to that. I'm so sorry. I want to be very like content in my body, my weight, my size. I don't want to be like counting, I should be looking like this and I should be wearing this, and no. I need to like be very content with my size. And like, so just to see right now on the internet just the rise of like skinny talk, things like that, I'm like, and people saying how it's like changing their lives, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so against it. Fair enough, everyone can live their life the way they want, but I'm not gonna get on a pedestal and preach skinniness. This year it's crazy because all throughout law school I would always have like a business, a side hustle, something fun going on. And it felt like this super silly thing that I just did. And this year, like I'm having to tap into every single one of those skills right now in my life, and it kind of feels insane because I'm like, wow, I didn't know they would come in handy in my real life, genuinely. Oh my gosh, I need to cut those nails off. Let me just cut them now. Say bye-bye. Because right now, like I'm holding on to, let it go. Holding on to weak nails. My goals for this year, I want to be make a lot more money. I want to be more independent. I want to have something where like right now I'm building something and I don't know what I'm building. I just know I'm building something. If you've seen my community Sunday culture, like I'm building something and I know it's special, but I don't know what it is that I'm building. With this Charlotte Tilbury, like I've been trying to learn how to do my makeup for the past like year, not year, maybe like 9 months. And I take breaks and I'm in another like era of relearning how to do my makeup. I felt like I learned a lot of techniques last time I prioritized this, and now I want to just like figure out more like shades and tones and stuff of like how I actually want to look. I think I want to tie this like, I don't want it to look like a head tie. Anyways, this is the finished look. Wow, wait, I haven't seen this. Yes, wait, this is so cute. Oh my god. I need to remember to roll this stuff for pictures. Look at this. You know that day when I was late for your birthday that I was building it? Of course, because it's not done. She still needs to build our coffee bar.
need to the tone right. I'm not talking about accent. But you're
Honestly,
saying Ibadan, and
I'm not
you're
from there, so
that
I
is
can't say.
be like, oh, Ibadan. You're saying something completely different. You're not saying the town Ibadan. But you're saying Ibadan, that's a different thing entirely.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, your words are tone and language. So when you don't get the tone, it's not about the accent, it's the tone.
Shall you understand what I'm saying or you don't understand
What?
it? Exactly.
No,
But
I
if
get
you
it.
talk to Yoruba people, they're not